What's up, everyone? Arif here, back with Daily Chat Season 7, episode, let's call it 4 or 5. It's up there somewhere. It's 10:30 in the evening when I'm recording this. I can't be bothered to care about the episode number. But that's neither here nor there, because today we have one thing to talk about. Just one, but man, it blew up the internet today. And that is the fact that Microsoft has made bids to buy Activision Blizzard King, for an estimated $70 billion. The exact figure has kind of been floating between 68.1 and 69.8. It's been floating, but we're all just going to call it $70 billion. Now, you'll see some people floating around YouTube today saying that Microsoft has bought Activision, and that is not the case. First and foremost, just right out the gate, this purchase has not been finalized. It will not be finalized until at least 2023. So right now, you have no fear that Microsoft actually owns Activision just yet. But what is going to be the goal for this? Why would Microsoft want to buy Activision? There's a lot of things that you have to remember. One, Activision has had what can only be described as irreparable damage to their public image in the last year. The sexual assault charges, the frat boy kind of nature of the company, the blind eye of HR, Bobby Kotick threatening to have somebody killed. There's been a lot of bad things, so much so that the stock price dropped from $95 down to $65 a share and has stayed there for quite a few months. That is a big reason why Activision would probably want to sell. But now, why would Microsoft want to buy it? You got to remember, Microsoft has this thing called the Microsoft Game Pass. And to acquire a library like what Activision has, Diablo 3, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, StarCraft, Call of Duty, I don't know what they're going to do with Candy Crush. Let's assume it's going to go on Game Pass too. These things add value to the Game Pass. And they let it be known today that they have about 25 million subscribers for Microsoft Game Pass. I believe that's for both Xbox and PC Game Pass. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money and a lot of users that you want to kind of keep paying for your service. And by adding in these kind of value, that's going to keep people around for much, much longer. Especially if one good suggestion I saw from Asmongold was, what if with your Game Pass subscription, they give you a monthly WoW subscription for free? That is a 9-head move, as the systems to run World of Warcraft with its ever-collapsing player base, those costs have to be coming down at this stage in the game. But even if they're not, the amount of money it would require to just port kind of the World of Warcraft infrastructure over to Microsoft infrastructure wouldn't be the worst thing in the world or the hardest thing for somebody at their level to do. They would be able to accomplish it within relatively short order. But that is the biggest thing that everyone can see coming out about this, is it's all about the Game Pass, all about adding that value. And you have to remember, by them buying Activision King, they're not just getting those 3 companies. They're going to be getting all the other little kind of minnow companies that Megacorp owns. Raven Studios, Naughty Dog, Bulldog? Whichever one is the one that makes the Call of Duty games. They're on a 3 studio cycle. But they're going to get all of those companies. Toys for Bob. They're going to get that company too. No idea what that company makes either. But that is the big thing that really kind of blew up today. And it blew up so much that the stock price for Activision went from $65 to $86 on the opening bell of today. You could have made a lot of money. And speaking of a lot of money, the other big question beyond why is, what is going to happen to Bobby Kotick? The person who is probably the most reviled person in corporation history, at least according to the internet. And you gotta remember, that's going up against a lot of people, and he's still the most hated. But what is going to happen to Bobby Kotick? They have said that Phil Spencer should be taking over as CEO of Microsoft Gaming, and Bobby Kotick has said that he will be leaving the company, but he will be available for roles or for help that they need. He'll make himself available, I'm sure. I don't think that's going to be what happens here. I think that, yes, Phil Spencer, I believe, would take over as CEO, but I actually believe that I think that they're just going to shuffle him into a new executive position, and he's still going to be kind of running the show. Because the thing about this acquisition is, if Microsoft takes over, you're wondering how much control are they going to have over Blizzard. No one really cares about how much control they exert over Activision. No one, like, about Call of Duty and all that. They don't care about that. They care about Blizzard, because Blizzard's the one with the super rabid, loyal fan base that's been playing their games for 30 years. You know, they've been around forever and a day. And Microsoft has kind of stated that Activision will kind of operate, they'll report to Microsoft, but they'll be able to work in their own, like, little sphere. Which, you know, that's good. That's great. But we don't really know how that's gonna go in with Bobby Kotick. I think still running the helm. I would not be surprised if he's still running the helm. I feel like this whole thing about him saying he's gonna leave, I feel like that's just a red herring for people to kind of get their hopes up, probably drive the stock price up, because if he's going, people are more inclined to, you know, look favorably upon Activision. But I really don't think that's going to be what happens here. I think he's going to stick around, and you guys are going to have another 20 years of Big Daddy Bobby. That's truly my big thought. But if you were invested in Activision stock, ATVI, today, you made all the money. You made all the money today. And if you didn't, well, you missed out on all the money. But there you guys have it, though. That was the big story of today. We will wait to see what happens, but I wanted to touch on that because this is a real big story and has a lot of kind of big implications going forward. The other thing that should be noted is, even with this acquisition, this only puts Microsoft as the third biggest game company, behind EA and behind, I don't remember who, Ubisoft? Maybe Ubisoft. I don't remember who the other one is. But yes, they're only number 3. So keep an eye out. We don't know what's going to happen. This still has to go through government oversight and review. But I'd be surprised if this failed at any point, because a company this large would have kind of backdealed and checked in everything long before they ever made the announcement, long before they ever made the offer. But there you guys have it, though. That is today's big story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name has been Arif. This has been your quick daily chat for July the 18th, 2022. And I'll see all of you on the next video.